because I was a professional musician and I have 2 music degrees, and I still dream of being a rock star. Even if I don't have rock star hair like Kim Jong. Okay, as a musician, let me tell you about one of the things that always drove me crazy about Android. Music apps never worked very well because there was always a sound lag. You press a button, but the sound doesn't start a little bit later. Well, guess what? SoundCamp is Samsung's music creation application that comes with various touch instruments. And there's one thing about SoundCamp that we are really proud of. There's no sound lag at all. Our differentiated audio routing capabilities, the software framework, and hardware optimization allow us to achieve this. As you will see in a moment, when you press the button to play an instrument, it makes a sound right away. That's unique. In the Android world, only Samsung devices can play virtual instruments and rhythm games in real time without audible sound delay. What's more, developers can use SoundCamp too by integrating it into their own music applications. With our SDK, your apps can do low latency audio and inter-application audio routing too. If you are an audio app developer, you'll want to get your hands on the Samsung Professional Audio SDK and connect your apps to SoundCamp. Then you can use SoundCamp's recording, editing, and mixing features to make your application sound truly awesome. Another reason to join us is that Samsung Professional Audio will no longer be limited to just Samsung devices. We have worked side by side with Google's Android audio team to make Samsung Professional Audio work on many other Android devices. So soon, all Android devices will be able to enjoy SoundCamp and its ecosystem. Please check out more details at the Pro Audio session later today. I'll bring my guitar. And now, let's see SoundCamp in action. So DJ Anthonius will be doing a live performance using 2 Samsung tablets and a Samsung phone running SoundCamp. We'll show his device on the screen here, so you can see how responsive and real-time it really is. Thank you, and please welcome DJ Anthonius.
One thing I'd like to say is that I'm just like anyone else. I need love and water. I live in a small town and I always will. I just say thank you.
Now we're going to talk about games. Mobile has become the platform for playing games. And we think the Galaxy S7 is the best mobile device for gaming. Our S7 CPU is is 30% faster, and the GPU is 60% better than its predecessor. This added performance results in a better gaming experience. We've also added a heat pipe to move excess heat away from the processor, lowering the temperature, allowing for a smoother gaming experience. The S7 is also the first smartphone on the market supporting bulking. This is a low-level graphics API, similar to what's currently available on game consoles, to get the best possible performance out of the hardware available. Let me introduce our friends from Epic Games to show you a live demo of what the Galaxy S7 can do. Please welcome Niklas Medberg.
Hi, so what you're seeing here is Vulkan graphics running in real time on the Galaxy S7. This is live. It's running on that Galaxy S7, right there. So now we're simulating the physics of thousands of meteorites colliding in real time. Vulkan processes objects 4 times faster than OpenGL, enabling more detailed scenes, more physics, and lower power consumption. The Galaxy S7 supports advanced rendering features such as reflections, real-time shadows, light refraction, and anti-aliasing. And now by adding more and more energy, we are creating the burning core of a star. Beautiful GPU-accelerated particles are being reflected in calm water. Our star grows in the distance, becoming a protostar. Translucency, volumetric effects are all available in enormously detailed environments. Samsung and Epic Games worked hard to develop this fantastic Vulkan demo, and we hope that our efforts can help other game developers and the entire ecosystem to a whole galaxy of possibilities. As you can see here, the Galaxy S7 has pushed beyond the raw performance of previous generations of game consoles. See Gears of War there, right there, that I worked on personally. Now, as you saw in the demo, we can deliver the same game experience on the go. Game experiences that used to require a dedicated gaming console. Thank you.
Thank you, Niklas. We know how much effort you put into developing your games, plus getting them to market. To help, we created Game Tools and Game Launcher. Game Tools helps people organize install games, see the rankings of the most popular games, and watch a large number of play-by-play gameplay videos. From Game Launcher, users can enable Game Tools. Game Tools adds features like play and pause the game, minimize the on-screen notifications, keeping you in the action. Game recording, including video from the game and camera for play-by-play commentary. Going forward, we're working on ways to both broadcast games live, in addition to uploading videos to popular services. Finally, we're pleased to announce the Galaxy Game Mail program. In the past, some had issues getting support from a big company like Samsung. This new program will give you a direct channel to our developer support. Together with our partners across the industry, we support you to make the best games possible on our devices. I hope to see many of you at the gaming sessions and in our booth here at SDC. Thank you. Next up, Andrew on VR.
Thank you, Jonas. Hello, and thank you. As you all know, Samsung introduced the Gear VR to the world in 2014 and announced the consumer version in 2015. It's really starting to take off now, and we think 2016 is shaping up to be the year of VR. We're very proud to be leading this brand new industry. To build the VR ecosystem, people need tools for creation, watching, and discovering content. For creation, Samsung created the Gear 360 camera, which we introduced earlier this year. For consumption, there's the Gear VR. And to help connect people with amazing VR content, we also created the Samsung Milk VR service. We started our 360-degree journey with Project Beyond. It was the first true 3D 360 camera, which we showed at the last SDC. It's our most advanced camera, and it carries our research and engineering DNA. Project Beyond is an extraordinary tool for professionals who want to create 360 imagery. Now, we've added the Gear 360, our consumer 360 camera. When we created the Gear 360, we wanted to provide a new way to tell stories and a new way to capture the world around us. It is a way to see the world through two lenses. Each lens captures about half of a sphere, 180 degrees, to create a full image of everything around you. It will be available for online purchase starting from April 29th in select countries and soon to be expanded globally. The Gear 360 has the super high resolution needed for a great VR experience. Its two powerful lenses combined for a total of 30 megapixels. Each lens has an aperture of 2.0, so that you can capture the scene even in low light. And it's seamlessly connected to your Galaxy S7 and Galaxy S7 Edge, so you can see a live preview of what the camera sees. This is the new world of Gear VR and Gear 360. Now the question is, where do we go to share and discover all the great content from these cameras? When we introduced Gear VR to the world, we also created Samsung's 360-degree VR video service called Samsung Milk VR. Along with the new Gear 360 camera, we've added several new tools to Milk VR. First of all, the Gear 360 camera is integrated with Milk VR, so you can easily upload your 360 videos. And there are now 3 ways to view content in Milk VR. First, the Milk VR app for Gear VR is the most immersive way to view your 360 content. Second, we just released a new Android app that allows you to enjoy content from Milk VR without Gear VR, just on your smartphone. Third, we created SamsungMilkVR.com website and added support for uploading, authoring, sharing, and embedding your content through the web. We're also adding some new features to support developers like you. The Milk VR Upload SDK allows makers of 360 cameras and 360 video editing tools to directly upload to Milk VR. The Milk VR SDK works for any camera, so we're working with other manufacturers so that their customers can upload 360 videos to Milk VR as well. With new tools on SamsungMilkVR.com, you can add interactive hotspots to your VR videos. Hotspots are kind of like hyperlinks between two 360 videos. For example, the image on the left shows our 360 interactive series called Gone. When viewers gaze or tap on the hotspot, in this case indicated by a white circle, a second video recorded from that position is played on the right, and the screenshot's on the right. Our web interface allows you to add these types of interactive experiences to your 360 videos. We know bandwidth and storage are sometimes the problem with large 360 videos. So we're providing streaming features that let you stream content from your hard drives and local media servers. Samsung is also developing a live streaming SDK to allow the creation of live streaming endpoints, real-time transcoding, and distribution to Gear VR users. That's the state of VR today. And now, to tell you about the future, let's bring Indra and Reed back to the stage.
I see that in the media. That's one reason you come to this developer conference is about VR. I see there's a lot of people talking about VR, and I really I'm supposed to give you a kind of thought leadership about the VR because Samsung is really a leader in the VR industry because of its Gear VR. VR is amazing, but the industry is still in infancy. VR technologies are transforming many industries and creating amazing opportunities for everyone. Examples abound in game, entertainment, real estate, education, and many other areas. And the entertainment industry is one of the most enthusiastic advocates of the virtual reality. Media companies are creating VR content for music, drama, and sports. So those are a lot of applications. I think, but this VR is not going to be just for the professional. It will be for the consumers as well. I think with our introduction of Gear 360 camera, we can actually really allowing our consumers to create their own content, upload this into our Gear 360 stores, or Gear VR we just talked about. And so, why this is going to be important? Well, VR doesn't necessarily require. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, in order to have a VR, you need to have a head-mounted display. It always really messes up your hair, especially mine. Already messed up. But it's just, 360 video, you can actually consume this on our device by looking at it. It's so vivid and so live. You look at all around this, and you can also view this on TV. You can get a better experience with head-mounted display, of course. But actually, the ability to have this affordable and very convenient and easy to carry camera, also either could be built into the phone or you can as an accessory. It's allow you to really capture your personal moment. For instance, like a baby's first step or daughter's wedding and many other precious moments in your life. It's all about human connection and personal communication. And we're working on this real-time editing and sharing and uploading and streaming of this content, and it's going to be possible using our mobile devices. It gets more powerful. So that's about what's I think we're going to come in near future. But what I really see far away as really it's not necessarily really far. It's within 2 or 3 years. I think it's going to be reality. You remember that holodeck experience Star Trek? Right? And you enter a holodeck, you're entering the virtual world, and interacting with all the virtual objects as if you're living in there. And that's the kind of the reality we're trying to create, or this virtual reality in a sense. Right? And so, but in order to have that kind of capability, today's VR equipment is not really ready. It's still very heavy, and sometimes cause dizziness, and image quality can be improved. Needs a lot of computation power, and also especially restricting mobility because it actually has to have a wire, or has a limited input control. So these are exactly the area that we are in fact working in our lab trying to improve. That holodeck experience, that ability that you can roam around and touch the object, and we are working on this wireless and dedicated VR devices, not necessarily working with our mobile phone. And that actually really give you the motion tracking and hand gesture tracking, all of that combined, really give you that experience of this immersive experience. That's what we are really working on today. Okay. And so you're going to see a lot of our products coming into hitting the market in a few years about this, with this capabilities. So that's about our VR and the future of VR. Let me wrap this up. So you have seen a glimpse of a lot of our the software strategy and software products today. And I think we covered a lot of grounds today. And there's much more to come. It's part of the evolution of Samsung. We're building a tightly integrated set of hardware and software capability. You can access and build amazing new services that would be much more difficult to build in other environments where you may have less access to the hardware and APIs. All of that, so you can build meaningful applications and services of your own that use all these amazing capabilities to deliver unique experience. We cannot do this by ourselves, so please join us with our hardware and software and services combined with your idea. Together, we can transform the future together. Thank you very much.
The world's leading TV manufacturer is redefining the future of home entertainment. To discuss the opportunity of Tizen Smart TV, please welcome Vice President, Content and Services, Visual Display Business, Sang Kim.
Good morning, San Francisco. I'm very excited to be here today to introduce new business opportunities with Samsung Smart TV. Now, we've come a long way. Last year, we first introduced our brand new Tizen Smart TV to the world. This year, we're introducing more Tizen Smart TVs with even more content and a better user experience. Now, with our continuous effort to challenge and advance the viewer's experience, it's not surprising that Samsung Smart TV now is in its 10th record-setting year as the world's #1 television brand. In the sales market, we've sold more than 430 million TVs worldwide over the past 10 years. Last year alone, we sold more than 21 million smart TVs. And more than 20 billion hours of entertainment have been consumed by these Samsung TV households. That includes more streaming content than any other TV platform, making Samsung the most connected TV in the industry. Now, this success is not ours alone. Our accomplishment is shared with more than 800 premium partners taking part in the Tizen TV ecosystem, all working together to enrich the user experience. Now, with our impressive scale, user base, and partners, Samsung Smart TV leads the Tizen ecosystem and presents the developers here today with the next big business opportunity. Of course, we're not just a TV company. About 665 million Samsung devices are sold each year globally, spanning a vast array of categories. And Tizen will not stop with just TVs and smartphones. We're expanding into home appliances, enterprise display, audio-video products, wearables, and you saw earlier into automobiles. And that's the next step in the expansion of our Tizen ecosystem. This year, our new Smart TV will provide more access to your services. Once installed on our Smart TV, your app will be discovered on our brand new Smart Hub as soon as users turn on their Smart TV. Now, most of you already developed smartphone apps. If so, here's the good news. With SmartView SDK, you can simply cache your mobile service to our TV screen without having to add an additional device. Also, for game developers, we have our own game panel where users can play and purchase in-game products through our own billing system. You can explore these valuable business-generating services later in our developer session and exhibition. Right now, I want to tell you about our new Smart Hub. Smart TV users are always hungry for more content. And of course, partners want to expose their content to more users. Our Smart Hub bridges this gap between users and partners. On our Smart Hub, users can quickly review and access tons of content. We do this by giving our partners the ability to show their content in the most visible spot on our Smart TV. We also enable partners to curate and exact content to be shown, enriching the experience of both users and partners. With the scale of our Smart TVs in the market, this is the most visible and powerful business platform available for you to directly reach out to your users. Our effort to widen content discovery doesn't stop with Smart TVs. We also support second screens as well. With just 2 clicks, you can seamlessly cache your smartphone content to our Smart TV without adding an additional device. With SmartView SDK, you can instantly cache your services to 21 million Samsung Smart TV households. Now, many of our partners, including Crackle, Vimeo, Fandango Now, and AccuWeather, have already added a SmartView feature to their mobile apps. Samsung SmartView SDK is available today for developers, which can be used to integrate mobile apps and websites with Android, iOS, and JavaScript APIs. But video content is just the beginning. Samsung Smart TV gives gamers the ability to play amazing game titles without the need for adding a separate game console. We're collaborating with game content partners and developers, including PlayStation Now, GameFly, and GameStream. And our game service is now available in 43 countries around the world. After introducing our own billing system in 2015, game services revenue has grown steadily, generating revenue for our game partners. And we intend to keep it growing rapidly. So with all that the Tizen ecosystem offers, you may be wondering, how hard is it to begin or to scale my Tizen app development? Well, as a leader in the Tizen ecosystem, Samsung's got your back. What good is a great service if you cannot monetize with it? By integrating with Samsung Checkout on TV, you can easily accept payments right on the TV from users around the world and continue to grow your business. You can download Tizen SDK and extension libraries from the Samsung Developers Forum. There you'll find tutorials, the latest guidelines, and the Samsung developer community to help you create and launch your next idea. Beyond these resources, we have also introduced an open source project called Toast, which will enable you to code on one platform and export to multiple TV platforms without coding all over again. To nurture our Tizen community, we provide multiple learning courses, including a hands-on dev lab, and even a lecture at prestigious colleges around the globe. So here's a unique opportunity we offer you. Samsung is not merely the world's leading TV manufacturer. We also lead the world in smart TV ecosystem. And we have you and our users to thank for it. Our user base and key partners are two essential pillars of our strength in the smart TV marketplace. The scale of our user base is unmatched in the smart TV universe. The breadth of content in the Tizen ecosystem is tremendous and growing every day. And we are eager to help you leverage this opportunity. Our professional team is many thousand strong and 100% dedicated to collaborating with you to provide the most engaging smart TV user experience. We're building a bridge between your products and a growing world of end users. With this bridge, we'll assure a mutually rewarding experience for all of us. For you, for the end user, and for us. So we invite you to join us in the Tizen ecosystem. We're going to create an amazing future together. Thank you.
Every morning, the world asks itself, will civilization survive rising oceans, droughts, wildfires, and heat waves? How can we increase crop yields to meet a growing global population? How do we create a better quality of life in our overcrowded cities? How will society improve seniors' health and safety? And in an ever more thirsty world, where will the water we need come from? These are some of the world's biggest challenges. These are also humanity's biggest opportunities. It's time to set our course and use our hearts and minds and our technologies, like the Internet of Things, to make it happen.
The Internet of Things is projected to generate $6 trillion over the next 5 years, which makes this the perfect time to accelerate your IoT strategy. To discover how, please welcome the Vice President Ecosystems, Curtis Sasaki.
You're probably wondering about why we showed this video. We believe that technology, especially IoT, can be used to solve some of the world's biggest challenges that we face in our lifetime. Did you know that there's only 2.5% of the water on Earth is actually fresh water? And that only 0.5% is actually available to drink? Can we use IoT to better manage this? IoT is just not for consumer products, but has many applications. You've heard some of the forecasts. 20 billion devices by 2020 with trillions of dollars of economic value. You can debate the numbers, but let's face it, the opportunity is incredible. Let's take a simplistic view of a city. There are already companies developing sensors, monitors, and services to make the city smart. There are around 170 million utility poles in the US. In the future, we may have sensors to detect microclimates, even microphones to hear gunshots or cries for help, or vibration monitors to detect when there's earthquakes in San Francisco, or when the pole itself may be falling down. But let's quickly look at where the future smart city may actually get even smarter. There are over 17 million shipping containers on ships and trucks today. Can you imagine what it takes to track them? To sense the temperature changes? To actually detect if the cargo was actually falling and got damaged? Cities like San Francisco already are putting cameras and sensors to monitor parking spaces. At least 20% of the traffic here is due to people driving around looking for a parking stall. Hopefully it didn't affect you this morning. Recently, I learned from a leading university about research about putting sensors on postal delivery trucks to collect data. They're using this data to actually run it through analytics to determine if bridges could actually have problems. It's a very unique way of thinking. So clearly, even in a simple view of a city, the opportunities for IoT are tremendous. It's really up to you to think outside the box, to apply technology to make changes. But building for IoT can be daunting. We've seen the most innovative products and ideas fail from prototype to commercial because it's very, very challenging. Think about all the things you have to figure out as a developer. Starting with the hardware, what application processor, how much memory, how to integrate the radios, what software and tools to use. Then, what web services do I need to connect to? How do I get things certified and into manufacturing? The list is long, and the chance of failure, unfortunately, is great. So when we thought about what Samsung's role in IoT should be, we asked ourselves, what can we do to make this process easier? How can we improve your chances of success? That is why we've been working really hard to bring the Arctic platform to developers. The Arctic platform includes hardware, software, cloud, end-to-end security, and an ever-growing ecosystem. We believe we can help you get your products to market faster and free you to focus on your value and your differentiation. Let's briefly talk about the hardware. We bring together an entire system onto module, including application processor, DRAM, flash memory, and radios. Because of the broad needs for IoT, we brought out 3 different flavors. from the very small Arctic 1, which is great for end nodes, to the octa-core Arctic 10, using Samsung's powerful Exynos processor. It has 16 gigabytes of flash memory, 2 gigabytes of DRAM, plus onboard support for camera and displays. It integrates Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and Zigbee, all in the size of an SD card. Let me show it to you. Here it is. You know, getting all this incredible technology and capacity into such a small form factor takes incredible engineering. We also believe in supporting and driving open standards from radio technologies to protocols, including IoTivity and Thread. IoTivity enables simple device discovery and peer-to-peer communications that's ideally suited for IoT. We're also a founding member of OCF, Open Connectivity Foundation, with Qualcomm, Microsoft, Intel, Cisco, GE, and others. You know, developers have personal preferences with operating systems. We also believe Arctic needs to be an open platform. So we support multiple operating systems. For end nodes and memory-constrained devices, we support Nucleus, a real-time operating system. For Arctic 5 and 10, we support Fedora, Tizen, and Ubuntu Snappy OS, which is a highly tailored IoT operating system. Security is another area we take very, very seriously. Every day, over 1 million viruses and malware are deployed globally. This presents incredible challenges, not just for Samsung, but the entire industry. It's even more important for IoT. The Arctic platform starts with security at the hardware level. Each module includes a hardware secure element that can dramatically reduce the chances of malicious code being loaded and run. Arctic also provides end-to-end encryption. And we've been working with key partners like Trustronic and Thales to provide even more advanced security. You know, as companies continue to develop and deploy IoT, we see more and more silos being created. If we continue this way, our users will be faced with more services and apps that don't interoperate, making things even more complicated for the user. So our team thought hard about changing this paradigm to one where we can make it easy for different devices to work together and also create actions across these disparate devices. After more than 3 years of hard work, I'm proud to announce the new Samsung Arctic Cloud. So our motto is, make connections, not silos. So let's explore some of the key features. Arctic Cloud provides the ability to easily connect any device or sensor that has a digital heartbeat. If you already have an existing cloud, Arctic Cloud can connect to that too. And as the range of IoT devices can be very differentiated, Arctic Cloud is data format agnostic. How long does it take to connect an Arctic module to Arctic Cloud? Less than 30 seconds. Let's speak from the engineers that worked on it. And even more important is interoperability. Arctic Cloud provides both security and privacy features from the latest encryption technologies to secure pairing for devices. Arctic Cloud provides a data store to make it easy to access all the data, as well as doing pre-analytics. We also give you tools for visualization and for very easy to use and a very powerful rules engine. Let me show you how devices that know absolutely nothing about each other work seamlessly together utilizing Arctic Cloud.
Arctic Cloud Make connections, not silos. Arctic Cloud enables you to connect devices that were never designed to work together in just a few hours. We started with Legrand Panel and added new options for control.
Alexa, turn on the light.
Okay.
Now, let's do the same thing using the Samsung Gear S2 watch. Next, we'll connect a SmartSense door sensor with the Legrand panel. Lights on. Lights off. Since Arctic Cloud is synchronized with the SmartThings app, the SmartThings app and devices are also able to connect to the Legrand panel. Finally, since some Legrand outlets can monitor energy consumption, you can use the rules engine to set up an alert if the energy consumed crosses a certain threshold. The electrical system detects an anomaly and sends an SMS alert. You've just seen how easy it is to connect new devices and applications using Arctic Cloud.
You know, none of those devices knew anything about each other, and they got to work such beautifully and seamlessly together. So the question is, how do we do that? First, we utilize a powerful device descriptor called manifests. For many devices, creating a manifest only takes just a few minutes. You basically define the fields and actions of every device. Very, very simple. In the video, you also saw how devices actually triggered actions on other devices. This was easily configured in the rules engine, which is sort of like if-then on steroids. Our rules engine also supports conditional alerts like time of day or temperature. There's also a visualization tool which shows you the data coming in from all the different devices and services. For developers, Arctic Cloud comes with a rich set of APIs and a range of SDKs. We already support Java, Android, iOS, PHP, C#, Ruby, Python, Scala, and Python. So I know what you're thinking. How can I get my hands on it? You can start to use Arctic Cloud today. So we're really excited. We hope you get to try it out. You know, IoT stands for Internet of Things, but with Arctic Cloud, I think we might have to come up with a new term called the interoperability of things. And of course, let's break down the silos. You know, as we've been developing the end-to-end Arctic platform, we've had a chance to talk to many potential customers and partners. I'm really happy to bring on stage Brian DeBella. He's the president of Electrical and Wiring of Legrand. Welcome, Brian.
Thanks, Curtis. So, who is Legrand? Legrand's a $5.5 billion global company, and we're focused on power, light, and data. We're the market leader in light switches and outlets, where we have over 20% global market share. And see, at Legrand, we build things. Over 200 million electrical outlets and switches for commercial buildings and homes. And it's the switches where we see the significant opportunity for IoT. See, they already have power. They're located perfectly for human interface. The ideal height for motion, temperature, and other sensors, and they're everywhere. And we can extend their capabilities from power management to becoming smart sensors and grids that act on their own to make buildings run more efficiently, to improve the comfort and safety of the people inside them. Our challenge is, how do we deliver on this promise? How do we make available this incredibly valuable real estate to the innovators and application developers? How can we help them to connect to our products, to create new money-saving opportunities for our customers? We see tremendous potential to transform spaces, which is why we need partners that move fast to help us deliver this value to the market. So Legrand and Samsung share very common views on the role of IoT, the opportunity we have, and of course the importance of the security and privacy of our customer information. Together, we're accelerating the digital transformation of electrical devices. We're leveraging Samsung's talents around chip, networking, and app development, including the capabilities provided by Arctic and Arctic Cloud. And through this collaboration, we built the first prototype of our residential dimmer using Thread and IoTivity. And it connects our switch and our app to the Arctic ecosystem. And my colleagues over in Legrand, Europe are also working with Arctic Cloud to provide interoperability between a broader range of Legrand products and other devices. Together, we're creating a new IoT experience for our customers. And by leveraging Arctic Cloud, we were able to save months of development time as well as a significant amount of money. We're very, very pleased with the results. So you can expect to see more Legrand solutions in hospitality, commercial applications, all using the Arctic platform. And you can see this in action today. Please visit our booth, share your thoughts with us. We look forward to connecting, to discussing Legrand's vision for the IoT and the promise of design to be better. Thank you.
I started with my talk about what we are doing to make it easier for developers. We've been working with Arduino, because there's so many Arduino developers out there, to bring sensors and their web development environment to Arctic. These are great for makers and builders. So together, we've actually completed LibArduino, which is available for Arctic. So developers can use the same tools that they're familiar with Arduino to Arctic. We've also worked with Tembu, whose powerful development tools does much of the hard work of integrating hundreds of different web services where you basically set the parameters and the actual development code is written for you automatically. Today, I'm really excited to announce 2 new capabilities for developers. First, the new Arctic IDE that is powered by Eclipse Che. It's a well-known and very powerful tool for professional developers. Second, we're going to show you live on stage, knock on wood, real-time over-the-air updating to Arctic. So on stage is Tyler Jewell. Tyler is the CEO and founder of CodeEnvy, the driving leader of Eclipse Che. Hey, Tyler.
Great IDEs make everyone, regardless of their skill set, productive and empowered. The Arctic IDE is built upon Eclipse Che, a next-generation IDE platform supported by an ecosystem that includes Red Hat, SAP, Microsoft, and now Samsung. The IDE discovers Arctic devices and then provides essential tools, such as project typing for programming languages such as Python, C, Java, and JavaScript, Arctic SDKs that let you edit, build, and test code, debuggers for profiling applications running on the device, and version control with deployment utilities to transition your applications into production. Eclipse Che is a workspace server and a browser IDE. Develop anywhere, whether on your desktop, in the cloud, or even embedded within the device. The Arctic IDE is now beta. Download it, come see us in the exhibit hall, and get involved with your own contributions. I am excited to see what you create. Thank you, Chris.
Let's move to how you can manage hundreds or thousands of devices once they're deployed. You probably all experienced software updating on your mobile phone. A new version gets pushed to your phone, and you see your phone rebooting. For many industrial applications, you really can't afford this. You can't afford for it to reboot. Can you imagine updating thousands of devices in the field, managing your switches or power lines and power stations from hundreds of miles away? That's a very difficult proposition. Now, for a live demo, here's Alex Marinos. He's the CEO and co-founder of Resin.io, who will tell you how we remotely manage Arctic.
Today we're introducing Resin.io for the Samsung Arctic. Resin.io is a platform that makes it easy for developers to build, deploy, and manage IoT applications in a way that's easy and intuitive. Before we built Resin, we were frustrated because we could get push to our servers, but we couldn't do the same for our devices. Resin now changes that. We can now go beyond LTA updates into full-blown DevOps for the Internet of Things. With Resin.io, you can deploy new code quickly and iterate with full visibility into the status and health of your device fleet. So, let's see what it looks like. In my dashboard, I have several Arctic devices which were previously provisioned using Resin.io. These devices are actually on the other side of the stage. Each device is connected to a digital display and has a proximity sensor attached to it. Hi, Curtis. Can you check out if the proximity sensors do anything?
Okay, let me try. You know, Alex, nothing's happening. Did we download the wrong code?
All right. Well, we can fix this. Let's see. I have some code here from our partners at snapin.io, which will enable the proximity sensors on the devices. I will push this code with Resin. And you can see that the build is being performed on our servers in the cloud. The build artifact that we create is actually a Docker container optimized for devices such as the Arctic. Under the covers, there are three things happening that are very specific to the Internet of Things. First, the build we perform is for an ARM v7 architecture. Also, the code is being synchronized via deltas, which is much more bandwidth efficient. Think if you're behind a 3G network, something like that. The delivery of the code is also done without losing connection to the embedded device, very important for obvious reasons. This means if the code has a bug, we can actually correct the code, push it again, it happens to everyone, and we can regain functionality of our fleet of devices. Due to network randomness, you will see that the devices will update at slightly different times. The physical world is a messy place, after all. So you can see now each device is slowly receiving the update. We've named the devices, by the way, after the Giants players. Yep, all right, here we go. And the software has been deployed, and we have an introductory image in each device. Now, let's see if the proximity sensors work. Curtis, one more try.
All right. I see the screens are now green. I'm going to try my magic. There's some pictures of presidential candidates. I think we must be in the funny season of presidential elections in the U.S. here.